and welcome. We're going to do some mindful stretching. And I mean, really, every yoga class, every movement class, it should all be done mindfully, but we're really going to put our attention and our focus, mindfulness, on the stretches and what we're doing. And, mindfulness really, it's all about cultivating attention to right now, this present moment. And I had a teacher who once said, if we're really mindful, then when we're doing something, if it's washing dishes, playing with our kids, doing a yoga class, whatever it is, that is all you're doing. All of your energy goes into that one task in front of you. So there is no multitasking, as we like to do, as I like to do and often do. So as we move today, we'll put all of our energy and all of our focus into the shapes that we're doing and really feel them in a way that maybe feels different, if we're also thinking about a bunch of other things. So start in a seated position, any kind of seat. I'm going to grab a block. And we can start in this theme of mindfulness with really noticing what it takes to get comfortable in a seat. I've come into a seat now, hundreds, maybe thousands of times on the floor to know, the basics of what it takes for me to typically sit in a comfortable way. And so it doesn't take me that long to get there. But if you're newer to coming into a seat, really take the time to figure out, how you could sit comfortably. And maybe it's in a chair, maybe it's with something behind you. You could use a block or pillows. You could sit as I am in a hero's pose or cross-legged. And start to notice your breath. And the quality, the speed. And then notice if you can become so still and so quiet that you can actually begin to notice the vibration of your body. So this internal humming, and it's less of a sound. I say humming, but less of a sound than it more is a feeling. And from your seated position, just going to take the left ear over towards the left shoulder. Again, it's not on the left shoulder unless that feels good for you, but towards the left shoulder. And if you don't feel anything here, you can slightly tuck the chin and it will change the stretch. You might find that you get a different sensation there. You could also take your left hand over to the spot behind your right ear. And so making every movement done with intention. Come back to center. And then you'll change sides, right ear to your right shoulder. Decide if you want to stay like this, or tuck the chin, or take the right hand just behind the left ear. And so this idea of moving mindfully, like I have a client that I'll tell, we do weights together, and I say, like, mindfully pick up your weights. And she's like, what does that mean to pick up the weights mindfully? Like, it means think about every action and every movement it's going to take to pick the weights up, bending the knees, engaging the core, moving from your legs. So we're not randomly moving our body in space. It's done with thought and care. Come back to the center. And now tuck your chin to your chest. You can stay here or interlace your hands behind your head. And if your hands are interlaced behind your head, you're not really pushing down. You're just allowing the natural weight of your hands to lengthen the stretch across the back of your neck. Release your hands, relax them on your lap. Take your shoulders up to your ears and roll them down your back. And then the slower you move, the more you'll notice every little movement that comes with rolling your shoulders. You'll notice where things are smooth and where they're sticky. Change directions. And then release. You're going to take the block pillows. If there's anything underneath you, set it to the side. And then you're going to come to lie down on your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Just rock side to side. Notice where the hips are tight or not. Point your feet, flex your feet. And then you're going to take your right knee over your left knee. Drop the knees over to the left as you look to the right. And then you choose here whether to take the knees higher up to your chest or further away towards your hips. There's just a different kind of stretch depending on what you need. And then come back to the center. And change sides. Left knee over the right knee. Knees go to the right, and you look over to the left. Come back to the middle. And then you'll press yourself up into a seat. Take your legs out long in front of you. And if you are really tight in your hamstrings, you might have a little bit of a bend or a big bend, whatever it takes in your knees, that's okay. Push your sit bones back. Sit up tall. And then notice here, just when you hinge your hips forward, how far forward they go. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot. Just take note of it. Just making an observation without reading into it. And then we're going to use the breath to see if we can change how far forward we can fold. Okay. Again, we're not just throwing our body into space and forcing something. We're going to do it slow, controlled. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, we let it go, but we're making a conscious choice. So our mind is at play here. We're paying attention. So you're going to take a breath in, reach your hands up high. And then as you exhale, fold forward. You don't follow what I'm doing necessarily as far as my hands reach. You reach wherever your hands naturally land. Then inhale, reach back up. Spine gets really tall. Exhale again. Fold forward. Maybe you go a little further. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last time, you're going to breathe in, lift up. This time as you exhale, you're going to fold and stay. Let your head go, your neck for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Take your hands, place them behind your hips. Plant your feet down on the mat. And then lift your hips up. If it feels okay, let your head drop back. And notice that you're pressing the ground away from you. Come back down. Bring your thumbs to your forehead, and Nama is name, stay is same. My name is your name. We are all the same. We bow forward together and say Namaste.